What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 steps you can take of how to get into day trading and what it really takes of being in day trading. So let's go ahead and get it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And like I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 steps I think are the best ways for you to get into day trading and what I've used as well to get me started. First thing I would say is educate yourself, right? There's so much knowledge out there that there's literally no reason that you shouldn't be educating. I think it'd be a good step for you to be like, let me try different courses, let me look at different videos, let me meet people that have already experienced it. For me as a trader, I meet people that are like, oh yeah, I've been trading for a couple years, I've been trading for a couple months, oh, I haven't gotten into it, but I've heard a lot about it. And like, being able to find that person to educate yourself with, or finding those videos to have a good experience of, you know, the beginner steps, the advanced steps, and then like the in-betweens of all of that, I think that'd be a really good step for you to take, because like, you can't go wrong with education. Like literally, you're gonna need education to be able to excel and to be able to be good in whatever you want to be good in, right? And so I think my first step I would say is educate yourself. For me, I really educated myself through my family and being able to find a mentor, because then I had that one-on-one training. He also had his own course at the time, and so I was able to look at his videos, look at his strategies, look at the indicators, but I have that personal connection with him about something we related on, about wanting to upgrade my financial situation. I was like, okay, well, you know, if you're already in that position, or like you're already knowledgeable in something that I want to be knowledgeable in, then I don't see a reason of, you know, why we're not already working together, basically. So for me, education was a really big thing, and I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and get in, you know, get that rolling, and let's go ahead and start leveling up my mindset. That way I can get in the right headspace and the right understanding of what trading really is. Second step I would do after you have the education and you start learning about what it is that you're getting into, practice with a demo account. A lot of people are so focused on the money and about the steps that it takes for you to really get started, that they're like, oh, well, let me put my money in. Oh no, I blew it. I blew my account. This isn't a real thing. It just takes your money. And you forget that like literally there's a demo account for you to be practicing as you're going on. That way you're not just losing and blowing a bunch of your money are part of the process. And so like, I think that being a part of group chats really help with that, because if you're in the group chats where like they're making money as they're learning, that's a very key step, because who doesn't want to be learning and making money at the same time? Like, to be in a position to be able to see the results as you're learning about it, I think that's the best part to me, because you showed that it's actually helpful and it's actually going to be reliable for you to actually start getting into in the start. I think that using a demo account would also help you with your risk management. It'll help you with your mentality of trading. It'll be able to help you look at the patterns of the markets, be able to have more confidence in what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're looking at. Because if you just go into a real account, like I said, you're just going into it and you're like, okay, I'm about to turn this $100 into $20,000, right? Then that's the wrong mentality to have in the case that you're like just going into it for the money. If you're going into it for the skill, then I would definitely say go into it with a demo account. That way you can be able to understand the skill and then start learning about yourself and learn what it takes to really become a good, successful trader. Step 3 that I would say is develop a trading plan. After you've already started learning about it and you started seeing what it's like on a demo account, I would recommend you to start finding what really works for you. You know, what setups are you looking for? What type of lot sizes do you want to use in certain pairs? What type of account sizes do you want to have? You know, what does that really look like for you specifically? Because only you know how to trade for you, which is also another benefit of it, is that you're learning how to trade for yourself, and no one's really in control of your account besides you. Learn what really works for you and understanding what's going to help you boost and maximize your account size, because the power of trading in demo is so that you know how to trade in live, right? That way, whenever you're into it, you're like, okay, I've already seen this before. Okay, I already know how much I'm about to lose. I got an idea of how the lot size works. I have an idea of how this pattern looks. However that really looks like, and understanding, okay, I'm trading news. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, so whenever this certain news hits, that's gonna majorly affect this trading day. Okay, this person speaking, you know, all those type of things. That way you understand what you're really looking at and have a better understanding of how to really play with the market and how to make money off of it, right? It's the whole point that we're all trading, is so that we can be able to make money and that we can be able to start being more successful with finance and understanding how the markets really work. I think with those being said, develop your trading plan. You know, put all those things that you're learning together, see what days you want to trade. You know, maybe you don't want to trade every day, but you want to trade certain sessions, you want to trade certain you want to trade certain news, you want to be able to trade, I don't know, it really varies. There's so much things that you can trade based off of that it's really up to you with. Fourth thing I would say is learn how to stay disciplined, learn how to stay consistent, and learn to just grow with what you're learning. Because if you're going to look at it with such a negative mindset getting into it and be like, oh, this is a scam, oh, I'm going to be losing more money than I'm making in the beginning, that is going to affect your mentality in trading in general. And it's going to be able to help you excel a lot more in life, because you're going to understand money management, risk management. You're going to be able to understand how stocks work. You're going to be able to understand the financial literacy aspect of, you know, finance, right? And so as you're going through more experience of trading, you're going to be like, okay, well, you know, I'm over trading for this certain market. Okay, I'm losing too much money because I'm doing blank. You know, I'm not sticking to my plan, like I said in the last step. You know, whatever that really looks like. And if you're really stuck on the negative and being like, man, I haven't seen results, I haven't started making money yet, you know, what does that really look like for me? I don't think this is a real thing. I think that this is going to start scamming. I mean, I think that this is a scam. You know, you just put your money in, you're going to lose it regardless. It's like a casino, you know, it's just really based on luck. If your headspace is in that space, then that's where you're going to lose, because then you're like, you're not really learning about what Forex is, and you're not really learning about the skill of trading. If you start going into it and basing it off of these negative experiences, you're not learning from them, then you're only going to stay in those places. And I know that from experience, because whenever I stayed there and I was like, man, like, I want to give up. I've had plenty of days I want to give up. I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like every trader that's well experienced goes through this phase where they're like, man, you hit that one trade, you blow that one account, you're like, man, I'm just going to give up. Like, I don't know why I'm even doing this. What am I doing, man? But I think it's just a part of the process that you're like, man, once you get through that and then you learn why you got through that, then you're like, all right, got to refund the account next week. We're going to go for it again, and we're going to just keep going. You know, and if you need to for a little bit, you don't want to put no money in to get your mind back in that mode, do a demo account. You know, that goes back to my account. I mean, not back to my account. That goes back to my point. You know, if you want to get back on track mentally, just keep doing a demo account. Once you see that you're consistent, then make sure you're right mentally before you just throw money in. Because you can, you know, I've had plenty of times I've flipped many demo accounts, then it came to a real account, and then I lost it, because then it's a different psychology. You know, it's a different mentality when you're like, man, I'm really about to lose $500 compared to a demo account. You know, it's different. So definitely stay disciplined and learn why you're losing, you know, because that's the biggest part of trading, is understanding why you're not profiting off of your accounts, why you're not being able to flip stuff, why you're looking at the market wrong, potentially, you know. What does that really look like for you whenever you get into that? So that's a big one that I even have to deal with to this day, because like I said, with me trading consistently and trying to look at different patterns and different ways that the market is moving, sometimes the market will elude me too. You know, I still have that, it's just part of the experience. But instead of me being super down and wanting to always just give up, I'm like, all right, well, you know, I guess we gotta move on and we gotta pick it back up, because I haven't come this far just for me to want to accept defeat. Like this, it's just not what I'm gonna do. So get that mentality right, because that's gonna be a big thing for you. And the last thing I'm gonna say is, don't give up. You know, you're gonna have, like I just said, you're gonna have those days where you wanna give up. You're gonna have those days where it gets tough. You're gonna have those blown accounts, but it's very much needed. As much as you don't want it to happen, it's very much needed, because you can't win in everything, right? You're gonna have to lose for you to understand what you did wrong. And so it's okay, just don't give up. And you know, for me, I'm very big on not giving up. I mean, taking it from someone with experience, I already know what it's like. You know, you gotta stay informed with what the market is doing. You gotta stay informed with the news that's going on, what's happening in the world sometimes. You know, because the world does affect the markets at times for, you know, different currencies and things like that. But one key thing that you can't do is give up, because if you get into it and you realize it's not for you, then that's cool. You know, that's one thing. And you're like, yeah, you know, I can't really dedicate that much time to it right now. I'm in school, I'm working a lot, whatever the case is, right? But one key thing that you don't want to do is give up. As of right now, I've done it for 4 years, so I have a lot of experience. I've lost a lot of money. I've made some money on it. You know, I've been through both sides of it, right? and I understand what it really takes. And so at this point in my life, I'm like, why would I have come this far, you know, experienced this much, mentored this many people, talked to this many people about it, just to be like, yeah, I'm not really gonna do it anymore. So those are the 5 things that I would recommend to a new trader. If that's something that you want to get into, that's something that you're looking to like really excel in, definitely just go for it, because doing these 5 steps will definitely help you be able to understand what it is that you need to do, what work it really takes for you to become successful and profitable, but also understanding what it looks like for you on a like schedule basis, what it looks like for you on a mental basis, what it looks like for you on a financial basis, you know, every single aspect for you personally. And then you're going to be able to determine if it's really a thing for you or not. If you're one of those people and you're looking for a mentor that is well experienced, and you're like, okay, well, I want to be that person that I can be able to ask questions to somebody, I want to be able to have that personable conversation with, I want them to be able to show me that one-on-one, you know, hop on a Zoom call, get together, meet up, whatever that really looks like. If you're that type of person, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Instagram right here. You can go ahead and check that out, and you can see the results that I have on there. You can be able to check out my website. I'll put that right here. And whenever you're ready, you know, you can definitely just send me a text, be like, hey, I'm interested. I really want to be in a position where you can be able to teach me what you know, and you just need that extra push. Then I'm definitely open to helping anyone that really wants it and that's willing to get it. I don't like to waste time, and I don't want to waste yours. And so if that's you, definitely check out the Instagram or check out the website that I just put up. So that's all I really got for y'all. Definitely like this video, share it with someone that you know that wants to get into day trading, or someone that is kind of looking into it but is kind of skeptical to them and they don't really understand what it is. Then definitely send this to them. But until then, I will catch y'all later. Gone.